manufacture, you know, and that sort of thing. That was part of his engineering, so he knew those kinds of things. Well, the very next day, a plane crashed. Everyone was killed but one little girl. And he looked at the passenger list and the number of people and the plane that it was the same plane with the same kind of people on it. And he said he could see every one of those people. You know, they were in black and white, but he saw, you know, if they had wrinkles, he saw their wrinkles. This was in, you know, detail, just like being there. And it hit him like a ton of bricks. Now, why did that happen to him? That's a nudge from the larger consciousness system. Yes. That opened his mind. Suddenly, he could not explain that away. And he had a bigger reality than he had the day before. That's just a, you know, a wedge in the door to open it up. A lot of our things, from simple things like deja vu, to synchronicity, to these precognitive dreams like that, telepathy, you know, like yourself, you and your son, you know, all of these experiences that aren't exactly normal are things to open up our doors. It's to let us know, hey, the reality is bigger than you think. Otherwise, how could you do this? How could you know that that plane was going to crash and the people would be on it and who would survive? How could you know that? Because he had that dream a day or two before the plane crashed, before those people ever got on the plane, probably before some of them ever bought their tickets. You know, how did you know that? So suddenly his reality was thrown open. Well, when people have that happen, they start searching for answers. They start reading things. You know, they start looking at the literature. They start talking. They start going to the web. So this is an opening thing. So those kinds of things are done to wake us up. You know, it's a wake-up call. It's a nudge to grow up, to look at the bigger reality, to see something beside your job and the TV, you know, and keeping up with the neighbors and those kinds of things that occupy us. So that's why the system goes to that trouble to help us evolve, because we are part of its evolution. It evolves as we evolve. We evolve as it evolves. So, of course, it would help us. And it has lots of wiggle room in the uncertainty around our rule set and around our history that it can operate in. And it does.
And become part. We use that for our own creation.
We use that for our own creation.
Yes.
Exactly. We are consciousness, and consciousness is us. You see, so we're all part of this thing. We can create too. It's not just that this larger consciousness creates, and we just sit here, you know, and go through the, you know, interact with it. But we also can create and modify things and change those probabilities. We can nudge others as well. You know, it's just a matter of understanding how it all works, and then learning how to access it, how to control it, and how to use it.
Well, I think that pretty much says it all. Anything, well, it doesn't say it all, as I said. There's a lot more. So anybody wanting to know more about it can go to your site and take a look at some of the conferences you have coming up, and also purchase some of the books, start going on their own. And I really appreciate, you've been lecturing all day. I really appreciate your taking the time after all of that to speak with us. It's been a long day for you.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you. To explore Tom's work further, you can attend one of his workshops on remote viewing or pick up a copy of My Big Toe, all of which you can connect with at mybigtoe.com. Each word has a hyphen between it, my-big-toe. If this kind of information is powerful for you, you might also enjoy our interviews with Amit Goswami and Dean Radin. Until next time, thanks for watching CMN.